So, after wondering if Chunky is ever going to have her babies, Nugent, shut up. I'm trying to talk here. She finally did. Look at them. They're like white with black stripes on them because mama is a blonde Mangalitsa and the daddy is called a swallow belly, I think. So about 2-3 weeks ago, it's like she's definitely pregnant. I couldn't tell before because, you know, without having pigs. So I built this corral in here. So the pigs have like 3 acres, almost 3 acres of woods here they can go in that I just have electric fence around. These pigs are very good staying in electric fence. They've never gotten out even since they were piglets. And so finally, you know, with her belly hanging down, then finally started having some nipples hanging down, I knew that she's going to have babies soon. And so kicked out Nugent so he doesn't squish the babies by accident. And she had her babies. And pig babies are always so skittish after they're several weeks old, and then they just become, well, maybe I don't want to go in there. Hey, mama. Hey. It's alright. It's alright. I really want to get cornered in here with the mama pig out there. But okay. I'll just let you go for now. See that little itty bitty tiny runt right there? Kind of got a hurt leg. I hope it'll be alright, but pig babies are so skittish. They're all shaking in the corner there. But then once they get several months old, you can't keep them off of you. Like that big old boar, he's always like, won't let me go. Hey, mama. So anyway, like I was starting to say is, she had 8 babies, but by the time I got out here and saw them the next morning, one of them was dead. It was never even dried off, so it was probably born dead. And so we got 7. You're like, I'm out of here. He's going out. Well, maybe they'll all go. If I just kind of push you guys out there, then we can see you guys running around and go on. Go on, little scaredy pigs. Go on out there. You're the last one. There you go. Now we can see you guys better. I haven't checked yet how many were boars and gilts, but I can see from the hind end that there's a couple of boars there. So we got our first herd of pigs now, and I'll probably raise up most of these for ourselves. And I'm going to be building a pole barn this summer. I'm really thinking about having like some kind of butchering class and butchering a couple, but we'll see how that turns out. Nugent, you're weird. Chewing on that fence. Look at that little runt. The one that was dead was actually a big pig. She actually had her babies about 6 days ago, so they're not brand new. They're not newborns anymore. He's just so tiny. Just can't hardly keep up with his older siblings. I did put her feed in the bowl, but now it's over there. The feed's over there and the bowl's over here. So why do I even put it in a bowl? And see those tusks right there on Nugent? Yeah. He comes up and like to try to nibble you right on the leg. And it don't feel so good. So when I get in the pen with Nugent, I keep moving. Because his little friendly nibbles don't feel good. Or maybe they're not friendly. Maybe he's trying to taste me and see if I make a good dinner, you know. But I'm going to let these little piggies go now and let them get back to doing their piggy business. And I'm going to show you what else we're doing for food to feed ourselves this year. But Nugent won't hardly let me get out of this pen. Nugent. Big bully. Good grief. Man, he just won't get off you. Crazy boar. We got 100 meat chickens in here. We usually raise 50 every year for ourselves and 50 for my mom, and my brother-in-law raises 100. Then we butcher them all together in the same day. As much as we like meat, we're not just carnivores. So trying something new this year, we actually went and bought our plants already. Usually we don't plant until 1st to middle of May. Our average last frost date is April 18th, but like 3 years ago we actually had a frost on May 15th. And we hadn't planted yet at that time, so we didn't have anything die. But I would really like to have tomatoes ready in June, so we're going to go ahead and risk it. In the next 10-day forecast, it's not supposed to get below 43, so I think we'll be good unless we get some freak late frost. We're actually fairly lucky, even though we live way out here in the middle of nowhere. Just down the road, like 2 miles, there's a family that has greenhouses, and we can buy all our plants from them, so we don't even have to go far for it. So this patch right here is going to be our sweet corn patch, and then on this side, this is where all our tomatoes and all that stuff is going. Tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, I'm not sure, but all that type of stuff. We got a little bit of our early stuff here, just some lettuce and spinach. This is going to be beets, greens. That one's just weeds yet. And there are some plants that we started ourselves, those cabbages and stuff. These are tomato cages that a friend of ours gave, and we used them last year. They work good, except for now I've got a sawmill, so I can cut my own tomato steaks. And there's not nearly enough of these anyway, and then once you put them up, they're hard to weed around, or weed inside of them. So I'm not sure what I'll do with them. This is what it looks like after I mark them. Didn't get them perfectly straight, but it works pretty good. Well, these are the tomatoes that we planted. They're mostly indeterminate varieties, but planted mostly of these Parks Whopper improved, so we'll see how those do. And Grumpy here is out here with us because he wouldn't take a nap, and it's my wife that was helping me there. So we've got 2 rows of tomatoes here, planted roughly 4 feet apart this way, and there's 6 feet between rows, and we're probably going to do a row of onions right here in the middle. Now this, if you don't know what it is one of the best gardening tools you can have. It's the Earthway brand, and you can change out these plates for different size seeds. It turns them, drops them in there, buries them. Amazing little tool. I added these screws into the wheel so it gets more grip, because sometimes the wheel wanted to slip if it was kind of clumpy. So, are we crazy for planting this early? Maybe. The thing that sucks is we're right here on the main road, so all our friends and family that see us planting this early might think we're crazy, and if it doesn't work out, they'll see that it didn't work. But if it does work out, and then the good thing is they'll see it did work out. So hopefully we don't get bit by frost and have us a good garden this year. And if we do get bit by frost, I guess we'll just have to plant again. A crazy idea I have that I haven't got the seeds for yet, but I'm going to be ordering them today, is using the Tramboncino squash, I think. You can Google that and see what that is. But plant it on this fence all the way around my property, like every other fence post. Because it's a vining squash. It's a summer or winter squash. And it's kind of like when you use it like winter squash and let it harden, it's a lot like butternut squash. But using that to grow feed for my pigs, because winter squash stores very well. And I don't know, I'm gonna try it, and if it works, I've got like half a mile of barbed wire fence if I keep the cows out of that area that I could plant it on. So we'll see. I think it'll look cool anyway. I'm surrounded by food, got chickens here, pork there, The beef is out back there somewhere. Got 4 cows back there and some calves. Got our eggs over there, our vegetables right here. Well, will be soon. It's just a good feeling. So my work schedule has changed now, so I'm hoping to be able to do a whole lot more homesteading, get a lot of projects done, and also be able to make consistent videos for YouTube. So thanks for watching, and God bless.